We are doing the top 5 underrated Disney. You messed up every. What were you doing with your hands?
I don't know. I'm
all I saw was
trying to talk with my hands.
We're doing the top 5
Top 5
underrated movies.
What?
Underrated Disney. Okay, I'm excited because I feel like all of my movies y'all hating on. Or y'all underappreciating, or you're disrespecting these movies.
Yeah,
okay?
I said, yes,
Okay, starting off with numero 5. Number 5. Here we go.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. What'd you put?
Robin Hood.
Oh, you put Robin Hood. I
put
Lion King 2.
Why?
For that same reason. You laughed. You laughed at Lion King 2. First of all, don't disrespect KK. Kovu and Kiara. Okay? Kovu, Kiara, first of all, fantastic. And let's not forget the music. Music is also fire. It might not be as memorable as we all know number 1 to be, but the music is fire. Life, boom, 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 and the spirit of life calling, oh, oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, oh, yeah. Hey, hey, in the way, he lives in you. Hey, in the way, he lives in me. Hey, in the way, in your reflection. He lives. Yeah. Why you put Robin Hood? That was a whole performance. That was a concert.
Yes.
Concert.
Thank you. I put Robin Hood because first of all, one of the best intros to a song, to a movie actually. You know, Come on now, you can't. Come on now, you can't help but sing that song and hum that song. Okay, and that's a good movie too. It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a really good movie. You know, yes, it was Robin Hood. Yes, I know that story played out, but it's with the fox. You know, with the bear, with the lion.
Wait, you said the fox. I was like, are you talking about Jamie Foxx's Robin Hood? And I'm like, oh, Disney. My bad. I got confused for a second.
Oh,
you said with the fox.
Lord.
I'm like, yeah, Jamie Foxx was in Robin Hood. You right? Sorry, with the fox. Okay, continue. My bad. That's my fault. That was my fault.
Can you believe
My
this?
fault.
Okay, so with the fox, with the bear, with the lion. Okay, you can't help it but the rhino. Come on now, it's great. That movie is excellent. I love that movie. I love it.
I think it's one of the best Robin Hood movies.
It
But you do can't forget Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Okay.
That movie was fantastic. It's so stupid with Dave Chappelle in it too. I'm like,
Tights.
okay.
Tights.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's do number 4. I think you're gonna like my number 4.
You should, okay.
I think you're gonna be one of the people that really appreciates my number 4.
Okay. I cannot spell to save my life.
You could have looked it up and then wrote it the way you looked it up. I don't think you did. You went off muscle memory.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
But that's okay. I got it.
You good?
Right here. I got it.
Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Boom.
Who'd you go with?
Rescuers Down Under.
Oh.
Okay. Yes. People forgot about that movie.
Look what I put.
But Cars 3.
Cars 3.
It is underrated.
You know why it's underrated? Because 1, I think Cars 1 is overrated. Click the button.
It's not overrated.
Well, I don't even know if the button's there yet, but when the button's there, click the button. Cars 1 is overrated.
It's not overrated,
yes,
but go ahead and click
Very
that button.
much so
It's not overrated.
Very much so overrated.
Go ahead and click that button and say it's not overrated.
Cars 2 is trash. Cars 2 is the definition of trash.
I never seen it.
Don't. Because if you see it, listen, if you want to watch Cars 2, go sit next to a dumpster and look at it for an hour and a half. You've just watched Cars 2. That's what Cars 2 is trash. But Cars 3 is underrated because Cars 2 was so bad that people were like, come on, no more Cars. No more Cars movies. You did great with number 1. For me, you did good with number 1. You don't need a number 2. And then when they came out with number 3, it was just like, you making another one? And I watched it and I went, you know what? I really like this one. Cars 3 is actually my favorite of the Cars movies.
Yes.
Of the Cars movies.
Yes.
So Rescuer Down Under?
Yes. Okay. People forgot about that movie.
I forgot myself.
Okay, I'm talking about the movie is great. You know, you got two little mouse, Bianca and Bernard. Okay, and also they go to Australia to help a boy save a. I don't know how big that golden eagle was, but that eagle was huge.
True.
Okay.
True.
Every time he was in the scene, you thought he would just massive, and then all of a sudden when he got free, whoo, that made him bigger than what he really was. But that movie was amazing. That movie was great. Great action, great story, great everything. I love that movie, but people was hating on it.
Okay. You ready for this? My number 3 is about to shock you.
Oh yeah, my number 3 is
About to shock you. You ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Bam.
What'd you put?
Brother Bear.
I do think Brother Bear is underrated. I do very much so think it's underrated. Didn't make my list though.
Yes.
And I put James and the Giant Peach. Why'd you put Brother Bear?
Well, movie was great.
First of all, you started with a lot of energy and then dropped. You went,
Well,
it was great.
it was good. Like, it's underrated because if you think about it, it's a great movie, great story. Okay.
It'll make you cry.
A guy named Kenai who killed Coda's mother
Murderer.
felt so bad.
Murderer.
Well, he didn't feel bad. He did feel bad, but also he got transformed into a bear. He understood Coda. He hung out with Coda, and all of a sudden, at the end of the movie, he had a choice to go back into human form, but he didn't. He said, I want to stay a bear to watch over Coda. Great movie. Not only that, Phil Collins with the great music. Okay, welcome to our family time.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I'm sorry, I don't know the words, but you know what I'm talking
You got
about.
the first part. Shoot, my favorite Phil Collins song is Boom. Where's that from? Where's that from?
Huh? Write it down.
James and the Giant Peach.
Yes.
Let's explain something to everybody out there. James and the Giant Peach. I don't hear people talk about it, but what I do know is every time I say, remember James and the Giant Peach, they go, yeah, you right. Yeah. You should never forget about James and the Giant Peach. That's a great movie. This kid, my name is James. That's why hello, Spider. Mr. Centipede. And then the one, we're gonna die. Jack. Dude, the whole movie is so good with them. The seagulls. I want to meet you to my friends. Mr. Lizard. Miss Spider. The Centipede. The movie is so good, man.
Also about that movie too.
Mm-hmm.
When you saw that movie, you cannot tell me you wanted a peach. Everybody wanted a peach.
I don't want to like it.
No, come on, man. Think about it. Remember, they was inside. They was hungry. They said, what can we eat? They're like, wait a minute.
True, the cricket was messing around stepping.
Okay.
First of all, the cricket stepped when he took his foot off and stepped in the peach. I said, I ain't never touching a peach again. If this is what bugs doing when they land their food. You see worms coming out of apples. I'm sitting there like, he just jumped in my apple juice. That cricket was straight in with his legs, doing the Jiminy Cricket legs.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
But you can't. But the way they how they got the peach and they sliced it up.
No, that was
served
cool.
it up.
That was cool. I give you that.
Though. That looked kind of good.
So James and the Giant Peach
and Brother Bear.
All right.
Don't forget about that movie.
Oh boy, number
two. Number 2. I'm good.
Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Bam. What'd you put?
Emperor's New Groove.
Look what I put.
Oh, look.
He's a god about the creation. He's the hippest man in the nation. He's the Alpha and Omega, A to Z. Boom. Boom. You threw off my groove. Sorry. Dude. When it comes to Emperor's New Groove, what upsets me about it is Emperor's New Groove is actually one of like my top 5. I'm thinking might be number 5 of my all-time favorite Disney movies. And I go to that theme park, and you go, "What y'all got? Who can I see? That's Emperor's New Groove. What we got? Nothing. Nothing. We got nothing. So what? Pull the lever, crunk. Roll it up. Dude, like, come on, man. The only thing that's Emperor's New Groove, and it's not even really Emperor's New Groove, is back when we had, Soaring Over California, the voice of the ride was Crunk. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
But he wasn't even being Crunk. He was just being an airport guy or whatever. So Emperor's New Groove, Crunk is one of the best sidekicks to a villain. Yzma is fantastic. And Cusco, shoot, I'd party with him as an emperor. And you can't forget Pacha and his family. Sweet Squirrel. Come on now. I'm just saying. That movie is great. Why is it yours?
Okay, first of all, it's mine, think about it. Same thing. Same thing you just said. Same thing. Okay, great movie. Mm-hmm. Okay, great story. Great everything. Just great everything. On top of that, Grant, he just make you fall in love with him too.
Sure do.
How dumb he was, but he make you fall in love with him.
Squeak. Squeaky.
Yeah, squeak. Oh. What up?
Dude, Crunk is so dope. She said, "You got the poison? I got the spinach puffs. If I can get the spinach puffs out, I just want to make sure those are too hot." Crunk is the first person I saw do this with the drink, and the drink spills on the side. Oh, man. Emperor's New Groove is that movie, okay? If you disagree, stop what you're doing right now and watch it. Literally watch. Well, don't stop. Finish this and then watch it afterwards. But Emperor's New Groove, you, first of all, from the opening song, what's his name? Cusco.
If you don't have Disney Plus, go get it.
Or just get Emperor's New Groove. One of those two. Well, no, get Disney. It's cheap. You'll get money.
Let's do number It's on there. Disney Plus on there. My number 1 underrated movie that people forget. And it's sad.
I think more people forgot about my movie than your movie.
You sure about that?
I am pretty sure about it. Unless you put in a movie from the 60s. Here we go.
No.
Ready? Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Yes!
I don't think Goofy movie is fully underrated, but I do agree that it is underrated to a certain extent.
Forget about it.
I don't think it's number 1.
It's number 1.
But I think it's people, if you say a Goofy movie, they'll at least say Powerline. When you say extremely Goofy movie, they're like, he did he? He made a sequel. He did make a sequel. Because they were that was skateboarding or something.
Well, you gotta think about it too, because this movie was on Netflix. Then this movie, you have to hunt for this.
That's how good.
If you want to watch a Goofy movie, you have to go on. You can go on Netflix and you can see this.
You know, so all I'm saying is this is just. I'm already arguing your point. You know why? Because this is one of those big old. I feel like it's not fully a vault movie, but any movie that's hard for you to find from Disney is because Disney knows they've struck in billions of dollars worth of gold. This one, they like, go watch it on Netflix. I don't care. This one, you had to hunt for it, which means people are hunting, okay? And when Disney Plus came out, people looking for this movie, they found it. This one, they like, it's on. I mean, it's on Netflix. It was on Netflix. A lot of people didn't even watch it.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Okay, if you sit there and go to a Goofy movie, Powerline, Stand Out.
It's not in here. Most people remember Goofy movie because of Powerline and Stand Out.
Exactly.
Most people don't remember this. They just go, didn't he skateboard or something?
Well, you have to think about the Goofy movie, too. When you go to Disneyland and you see Max at Plaza Inn, people look at him like, who's that?
If they saw an older version of him, they damn sure wouldn't know who he was. They would think that was Goofy on drugs or something. They'd be like, why he look younger? Is he on that stuff? Is Goofy on that stuff? Yeah, when it comes to extremely Goofy movie, nobody remembers anything other than the fact that they skateboarded. My favorite scene in extremely Goofy movie is the life. Life is like a fly. So I can stop on a dime. Dude, that whole scene had me cracking up because I really felt like they made a fantastic goofy movie rendition of a college movie. And then on top of that, one of the best scenes for Goofy in general is him in the disco scene with his woman.
Oh, Lord.
And they dancing, and then they sit on the bench after. I feel like dancing. Then they got the rings, and they touch rings, pinky rings. Dude, and he wore the afro.
Yeah, I was about to say, did the girl have the afro too?
Yep. They came
70s,
out.
man.
She was a librarian and everything. This extremely goofy movie is slept on. It's so good. Watching him have to go back to college because he didn't get the degree. Had to go back, and then he persevered, did it, and still found a way to help his son out in the end. But his son was struggling because daddy came back to his school and he's trying to be cool, make a name for himself. Dad was messing him up. Why? Because he's goofy. And then Max found a way, him and his dad found a way to come together and say, you know what? That's that bond right there. Goofy movie, same thing. I just feel extremely is way more overrated. Underrated.
Underrated.
So what? Okay, goofy movie. Go into goofy.
Because no, goofy movies underrated because people forget about it. They forgot they watched it, they liked it, and then was it good? Yeah, but when you talk about it now, people forgot about it. You see the Goofy movie? No. But 'cause when you go to the park and you look at Max, you even know who he is. Only thing they know about is Power Line. That's it. They don't know nothing else but Power Line. But that's it. Because eye to eye, stand out. Okay, what about everything else? What about Open Road?
Let me tell you. We believe that rather had a all in all, I'd rather be a toad. On the open road. He's like, no words. That's the way to Nashville.
Exactly. See?
I'm sorry. The opening song to this day, I still remember most of it. They be laughing since I can remember. But they're not gonna laugh anymore. No more Maxie the Geek. No more Goof of the Week like before. No more algebra test till this. Look at you not know. You said they were. Oh, he still know it. He said that song.
I don't know the words, but that's okay. I know the song. I know the song.
She looked right through me, and who could blame her? Bruh. My top two underrated movies are actually in my top 10 all-time favorite movies. And Goofy movie was already in my top 10 favorite Goofy movies, yes. But I just don't think it's underrated fully, not to the number one extent. But I get it, though. I do get it, though. So, yeah. I love it. Underrated. Go back and rewatch all these movies. Rewatch all of them. I bet you fall in love and be like, you know what? Why ain't we talking about these movies?
Yes, exactly.
These movies, Brother Bear made me cry. That's a sad. That movie gets you. That movie touches your heart. Emperor's New Groove.
Come on now. And then James and John Peach. Watch that.
Peach. Fantastic animation.
Yes, that's the first of its kind for Disney. Disney never done an animation like that before.
Like that, no, but I mean, Nightmare Before Christmas is.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, they just never.
Scratch that.
Didn't switch. They just went from real people, switched it to animation, went back to real people.
Right.
Because remember, he was a real kid, and then the creepy dude who popped out of nowhere out here selling kids worms or whatever. He's like, take these worms, whatever the magic is and everything.
The little green.
Yep, and then he bites the worm, and the next thing the peach opens up, then he turns into the animation. That's one of the best scenes, just him turning into an animation. That was so magical. James and John Peach, Rescuers Down Under. I forgot about that one. That's a really good one.
Yes.
Robin Hood, fantastic.
Yes.
Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. Okay. Cars 3.
Cars 3 is very underrated. It's a really good movie. In my honest opinion, Jackson Storm.
Yeah.
Okay, you fall in love with him.
Yeah. So yeah, guys. Rewatch these movies. Let me know if you agree. Unless you have a better underrated list, let me know. But outside of that, we gonna catch you next time. Watch them.
Please watch them.
They've been laughing since I can remember. That's it. Okay.
Eye to eye.